According to Wikipedia, smallpox is an infectious disease unique to humans, caused by either of two virus variants named variola major and variola minor.
In 1619, the Europeans distributed the variola minor virus to the Native American tribes.
The virus wiped out a significant amount of the Native American population.
Anastasia will be playing the European, Tamar will be playing the Native American, and Paige will be playing the African. All will be playing the narrators.
Due to the extremely contaminated water resources in Europe during the 17th century, smallpox became one of the most deadly diseases ever. During that same time period, the Europeans began to explore foreign countries. I went to North America to explore the land. The other Europeans and I discovered that Native Americans reside there. The men and I had decided to use the natives as slaves so they can work on our plantations.
The Europeans used slaves on the plantations in America. They took hostages from the Congo, Sudan, and other nearby countries.
The beginning of exploration from Europe to our country caused many other effects, not only the spread of smallpox. The explorers also brought us other deadly diseases, such as measles and typhus.
The Europeans didn't come to explore America for obvious reasons. They had plenty of underlying motives.
The three most important motives to us for the New World exploration were God, glory, and gold. These we could all find in America, but there were problems. The native people were in our way, so we decided to find a seemingly easy way to get rid of them. Death by smallpox.
Bum bum bum.
To get rid of us, the Europeans sent us smallpox-infected blankets. Unfortunately, they succeeded and killed off nearly 90% of our Native American population. The main European slave trade in West Africa began in the early 1400s and continued until the 1800s.
The Africans, like the Native Americans, were deported to plantations in order to work for no pay and in horrible work conditions.
In order to get to the New World, Africans were brought on slave ships. The ships carried over 600 people, even though they were made for only 400. Heat, overcrowdedness, and lack of food all contributed to the rapid spread of diseases.
We were chained up and stuffed in the bottom of the ship, and we were rarely allowed to move, with the exception of when they took us to the top to get some fresh air. At the bottom, we were usually lying on our sides or curled up to take up a little space as possible. Sometimes, if other slaves got sick, they were thrown overboard to keep the rest of us from getting sick as well.
The Europeans chose African slaves, specifically because of their immunity to smallpox. When the Europeans began trading with the Africans, they began to spread smallpox to them. By the time the slave trade started, the Africans had adapted to be immune to it.
Today, the disease is no longer around because of vaccination that lessens the severity of the disease within 4 days of exposure. The disease remains unheard of to less than 1% of the total population. The Roman Empire and other places suffered from smallpox. Altogether, over 3 million people have died from smallpox worldwide. It is considered one of the world's biggest epidemics.